place.
Oh no. He's really got himself into trouble this time.
Ow. Yeah, basically the game turned into Undertale all of a sudden. I don't know what to think. I've been truly bamboozled. Ow, 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 ow. Uh-oh. Yo, thank you so much, Seed. Appreciate that a lot, man. That's really kind of you.
Still in one piece.
It would seem
You've definitely had a lot of great first playthrough moments, that's for sure.
And once more, you impress me with your prowess. These were no ordinary foes, but ones we in the field call echoes. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here, in all their elaborate beauty, perhaps suggest an answer? Could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. But one day, perhaps, I will learn the truth.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws of death, you have proven yourself a willing audience to my ramblings.
Glad to help, but didn't you say you came here to investigate something?
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth, a captive ear was all I really desired. You see, even my fellow scholars have grown somewhat weary of my musings of late.
I wonder why.
And so I came upon the idea of purchasing a companion. A captive audience, if you will.
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so. And now, my good man, it is high time we returned whence we came.
Fine. Just don't go running off this time.
You ever pay someone to listen to your stories? I've never done that. Yo, congrats, Seed. That's awesome. How's it going, Fried?
So ends a delightful day.
How you doing?
Here, your reward for humoring my selfish whims, plus a little extra for the trouble I have put you to.
Yes, that counts, Aaron. You are literally this guy. Hey, look at that. He brought me back. That worked out perfectly.
Joseph's fine. He'll be back once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
He certainly knows his business. You found your thieves all right. And I dare say they won't be coming back.
A good man to have around, that Joseph. And if he says there'll be no more thieving, that's good enough for me. Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Here, for your troubles.
I was just talking to my neighbor yesterday, about his motor. He was outside tinkering around with his motorcycle. And he told me that he had just taken it to the shop for the 3rd time because it wasn't starting sometimes. But every time he brought it to the mechanic, it would start. So they kept replacing different things, hoping it was the right choice. And then finally on the 3rd time, he was able to actually show them that it wasn't starting, and they figured out the actual problem. I was like, yeah, that's relatable. I've had that happen to me multiple times. My old car used to do this stalling thing where it would just stall at stoplights sometimes. But I could never get it to do it when the mechanic was in the car. Like, I even had him sit in the car with me and we drove around a little bit. Couldn't get it to happen.
Are you Milan?
It's like the car knows.
That's me. What can I do for you?
The innkeeper's just had a special delivery. He thought you might like to join him for a cup of wine after you pack up for the day.
He knows me only too well. And I've got a ham here that will go handsomely with a nice drop.
Wine and ham to spare. Barclad clearly isn't suffering then.
Comes with being the place everyone has to pass through to get to everywhere else. Those who travel the Crystal Road bring all manner of goods with them. We get meat from San Brec, herbs from Rosaria. Why, sometimes we even see curiosities from across the Narrow. My old man knew what he was about when he set up shop here all those years ago. Anyway, thanks for the good news. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll shut up shop early. Wouldn't want to keep our friend waiting.
Then why are all the kids poor and dying? If everyone here is rich.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Tight-fisted swines.
Where?
The Empire's your enemy, not us.
I'm looking for Bolek. I was told he'd be guarding the gate.
Well, you found him. You're not here to enlist, I take it?
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a rare vintage, a Gotan 66. He thought you might like a cup.
I've never said no to a goat hand. I'm not about to start now. Thanks for letting me know.
You must be a busy man.
The market would be flooded with refugees if we weren't here to stem the flow. Oh, my heart goes out to them, all right, but we've got our orders. No papers, no passage. Plenty try to slip past us nonetheless. And every now and then, one of them's foolish enough to try and force their way through. And when they do, well, things can get nasty. You know what? That wine's sounding better by the moment.
Well done. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
Let us through!
This has definitely been a side quest of all time.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Time for our
stops next to the
giant reward.
jug of snake spit for the road.
Come on!
Excuse me, what? A jug, a jug of snake spit.
Out of my
I'll
sight!
pass on that one. Here we go. Let's see how they somehow turn this into a learning experience.
Brought any coin with them?
I spoke to your friends. They'll be along soon.
That's fantastic news. Thank you kindly. It's been a while since we all sat down together. And the way I see it, that wine is as much theirs as it is my own.
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but slops without Aldrich to go and fetch the good stuff for me. And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. And Bolek, an even-handed keeper of the peace, if ever there was one. Those three are the backbone of Barclad. Lose any one of them, and the market would soon fall apart. And without the market, I wouldn't have a single customer. I'd say that's worth a bottle of 66, wouldn't you?
And more besides.
Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Be they world-weary innkeepers or brooding swordsmen. Right, I'd better prepare for my guest's arrival.
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gotan 66.
The boys.
If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for a cup, though, if you're in a sharing mood.
A Gotan 60 Just as well I had something special of my own set aside.
A bottle between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows, but it can't hurt.
Here they are, the 3 pillars of Boklad. Sit yourselves down, gentlemen. The woes of the world may be monstrous in many, but there's nothing like a few good friends to keep the misery at bay.
Never a truer word spoken.
And I got some hunks of meat. Alright, I'll admit. That was nice. I got absolutely nothing for it. It was nice. I was kind of hoping for something special because he said he'll give me something, he'll give me a little something if I do it. So I thought it might actually be something special, but no, it's just for now. The reward for that quest was literally the friends we made along the way. That was kind of cute though. Alright, we have an hour left. Hopefully that's enough to do whatever's next.
Juicy pears! Slake your thirst!
What I'd really want to be is a...
Here you are, good. Try not to lose.
I kind of wish I had listened to that before I talked to him.
You found it! Oh, thank you so much. Nan would have killed me if I'd come back without it. I'll have to say thanks to Elle and Theo, too.
So should you, Hansa. You and your friends don't have to steal anymore. If anyone threatens you again, you know who to turn to.
We do.
But he does have to steal because he has no food.
Miss Earl's given us a job shifting the chocobo shit out the stables.
Ah, now we're
It's hard
talking.
work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the stones. But if we stick at it, we'll keep ourselves fit.
You stick at it then.
And Goots, I'm sorry for stealing your pass.
That's all right. I've got it back now. And all's well that ends well, eh?
You said you're trained to be a blacksmith, right? Well, I'm gonna be your first customer. I'm gonna save up all my gil and get you to make me a massive sword.
I'll do me best.
Till then, eh?
What a heartwarming story. A massive sword.
Right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
Mercenaries.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
All right. Let's go.
Don't worry about the dog, he's a mercenary too. Oh boy, here we go.
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
That's what I figured.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts. And more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may. What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
Ah, now it makes sense.
Feeding them your lies.
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash, till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
Yeah, I think I'm right on the money.
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Terence,
my prince.
tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, your highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
Thank you. And this is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
Man, Dion is so cool. I couldn't imagine a better way they could have, like, set him up. Also, I was right on the money with Annabella being pretty much planning on killing the Emperor at some point and just ruling through her son. But what I didn't pick up on was she also told the astrologer. Like, that's so clever. At first I was like, well, this is weird, because she told him that Dion was gonna go against them, but then the astrologer said the same thing. I was like, that's interesting. I wonder if, like, because Annabella told him, the stars change, like, you know, given that the astrologers are actually, like, correct. I thought that maybe, like, she had told him, and then because she told him, the stars had aligned that eventually Dion would, so then that's what the astrologer told him. But nope, she just paid them all off. Like, oh man, she's so evil, dude. It's so good. Like, she just has all the strings. She has her son in charge now. She's got the astrologers on her hand. She's got everyone. She is like the ultimate evil. It's so good. And like, the further we go, the more evil she becomes. We just continue to learn more and more how evil she is. It's so great. And I love how, like, Joshua has this kind of like he has to literally apologize to him because it's his mom, you know. But Dion is so smart. He's like, it's not, you know, it seems like a lot of the characters in this game, especially the villains, are very, like, they wear their heart on their sleeve. But Dion doesn't. He's so calculated. He knows exactly, like, what's going on. He understands that Joshua's telling the truth. He understands that Joshua isn't just, because, you know, in the whole medieval setting, it's like your family is everything. So he could have just looked at Joshua and been like, you're the son of that witch? Well, then you're a witch, you know? Like, he could have just killed him on the spot. Like, I hate everyone that's related to that witch. But he's so smart and calculated, and he, like, understands. Such a cool character. And even before that, he was, like, against his father. Like, before he realized that it was all Annabella, he was still, like, mad at his father. There was that one scene where he was like, I don't understand why I'm still on the front lines. So he was, like, already mad at his father before he realized. So he was already kind of... Not that he was gonna, like, go against his father, but he was willing to stand up for himself, you know what I mean? Already, before that happened. So it's believable that he would turn against. Like, they do such a good job making the characters believable, because if he had just been I'll do anything you say, father, and just kind of a soldier and, you know, the typical prince thing, then it would have been less believable. But because they had that scene before where he was already, like, frustrated that he was just kind of being used for his power as Bahamut, it makes total sense that once he realizes Annabella's pulling the strings, that he immediately listens to Joshua and takes this course of action. So yeah, I'm just so impressed with all that. Man, I can't believe how evil Annabella is. It cracks me up. Cracks me up how evil she is. And she just has that look, man. It's like you look at her and you're just like, oh, like just seething looking at her. She is so evil. Welcome back, heroes.
One would never guess that these people stood on the brink of war.
They're afraid. They turn to drink to forget their fears.
Anything you want to forget?
The harbor is empty, and half the market stalls too. The city may seem peaceful on the surface, but it's balanced on a knife edge. Were we to give it a nudge, it might be just the distraction we need to reach the Mother Crystal.
I thought you might say that. We should send for Gav. We'll need someone to keep the fires we start from going out.
And we can busy ourselves scheming until he gets here.
I'll send a Stolas then.
Ah, I want to see the owl. That's the best part.
What is it, boy?
That could be a problem. Oh my god, the medicine girl. What does it mean? Who is she? What does she mean? Questions.
What's happening?
I need answers.
I don't know. Torgal.
Holy crap, did he just jump all the way up there? Doggo's got hops.
This way.
I don't know why I'm surprised. He's like God dog. Yo, Draco, thank you for the 30 months. I've not tried Ever Crisis. It actually downloaded to my phone last night. So I'll probably try it this weekend or on vacation. I don't know how much I'm going to play it, but I want to at least try it. It's not fair to...
The city's on fire.
I'm sure Goots is fine. He'll be making for the square.
The one with the bell tower. In the middle of town, right?
It's not fair to talk about it negatively without first trying it myself, so... Need to at least try it. But I definitely was not happy with what I saw in the trailers, so hopefully it's better than that. Hopefully it's actually pretty good. Is this Assassin's Creed?
What in the hell is going on?
Let's go and see.
Right.
Didn't you want a distraction anyways? Just go for the crystal.
But first we find Goots.
This is a new song.
Just hope he's all right.
Hello.
Do we have to?
Do we have to? Oh, I just barely didn't kill them all. That would have been cool if I killed them all there. Hello. Are you healing? Oh, there you go. What do you think you're doing? Hello. What? Camera, help. Kind of screwed that up.
There's no doubt about it. They're dragoons. What is this then? A civil war?
Yeah, the red bar is the powerful part. That I do agree that was a bit confusing the very first time I used it, because they said in the tips, they said like hit it at the right time. It didn't say hit it in the red zone. It said hit it at the right time. But the very first time I used it, I think I landed on yellow and it just kind of did like a punch, and then I did the red and it was like punch, and I was like, okay, it's definitely the red zone. So you can tell pretty easily if you just pay attention to what it looks like. But yeah, okay, that was something. It doesn't actually say in the tooltip like hit the red zone, so you kind of have to experiment a little bit. Giant enemy crab. Wait. Okay.
Ward secured, Captain. None of the Emperor's forces remain. But gather the men. We press on to the council chambers. Yes, Captain. What of the men and women in the market district? The evacuation is complete, Captain. Good. The all that remains, each throne the pretender.
Did you hear that, Clive? The Dragoons aren't the bad guys.
There it is. The bell tower.
Right. Let's go.
Is there not an auto function? There is. Just watch the movie on YouTube.
Ah, no goods left.
It'll save you $70 too.
Where in Grieger's name did you come from?
It's just gonna stand there or what? Ow. Well, that's why I think that's why that part played where they said, like, what about the evacuation? So they evacuated all the people, and now they're just killing the guard. Which, I mean, the guard is still their people, but I guess it's acceptable losses.
Defend the gates!
But yeah, like they just said, they evacuated all the people. Yeah, they made their choice. You gotta do what you gotta do to save the kingdom.
Nice try. You're finished.
Kind of reminds me of Barrett's plight, you know? In order to save the world and everyone in it, unfortunately you have to kill some quote-unquote innocents. They're on the wrong side, but them themselves are innocent. Hello. That's kind of the way it is with all war, though, you know? It's the unfortunate truth of war. Yeah, that's why I do not envy kings. Torgal, I'm hurt. Just so you know. Oh, ow. That combo is so cool. You can do Rook's Gambit and then the Titan Slam ability and get the aerial version. Which the aerial version's weaker, but you don't have to charge it. So it's just kind of a cool, quick combo if you need it.
Damn it.
Frame loss.
We'll have to find a way around.
I think it's, well, I think it's stronger. But it's not as strong as the full charge. Like, it's stronger than the weak charge on the ground, but it's not as strong as the full charge on ground. But you also don't have to charge it. You know what I mean? So it's better if you're not charging it, but if you're charging it, then that's obviously the best. Also, it depends on the height, yeah. Which this isn't very high. But I don't know where I'm going. Do I have to go all the way back? Oh. I wonder how high you'd have to be for it to be stronger than the fully charged ground hit. No, we're talking about this ability. This ability has a full charge, and it has a from the air attack, which you can't charge. So I believe the air move is stronger than the uncharged ground, but it's not as strong as the charged ground. But I mean, we could test it. It said in the description that it does more damage based on how high you are, but I seriously doubt it would be stronger than the fully charged. unless you're really high up. Damage in effect is relative to height from which ability is executed. The higher, the more potent the attack. But like I said, I think you'd have to be really high before it was as strong as the fully charged ground. Tested though.
Stop! In the name of His Highness!
That did 2,700. Oh, did it say red zone there? I think it said at the right time when the original tutorial came up. Maybe not, though. Maybe it did say red zone, and I misremembered. Maybe, I don't know. I might be misremembering.
We're coming.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. I wouldn't be surprised. But I also wouldn't be surprised if I forgot.
In the prince's name, none shall pass.
Hold on, let me hit this guy. He probably has less armor. Get over here. That looked like it did 2,300. So maybe the aerial hit is like super strong. That'd be crazy if that were the case. I'm curious. Imagine if the aerial is stronger than the fully charged ground. Where'd the guy go? Oh, he died.
I needed that.
To me, boy.
It's probably not a good enemy to be testing this on. That did 2,300. Oh, hit this guy. Okay.
Come on. That's better.
Wow. Well, we learned something today. We learned something today. The aerial version of that attack is stronger than the fully charged version. That is not something I would have expected. But I'm glad I tested it. Because that's a lot quicker and easier to do than to fully charge it every time. That's a way better way of using that ability. Now it might do less stagger or something. That's a bit harder to test, but in terms of damage, it does more. Oh wait, was it? No, I thought that just hit two enemies. I thought it just hit two enemies. That's why two 2,300s came up. Alright, so maybe wait on that. We're gonna have to go to the test raid. I'm so glad there's that practice thing, because I'm definitely gonna try that out in the practice thing now. We're gonna have to go back to the lab. I hope I'm not going backwards. I mean, that makes no sense. That makes no sense if the aerial does more damage than the grounded. From, like, not even a very high height. So I'm sus on that. I think you guys are right. I think it hit twice. I don't know, though. It kind of looked like it only hit this guy once. Did it? I only saw 3. Okay, I missed the 4th number then. Yeah, I think that's it then. I think it hits twice. Ooh, that might actually be something I want to equip. The problem is 10% damage, but Raging Fist doesn't actually do a ton of damage. It does a ton of hits. Try it though. That is this move, right? Oh no, that's wind up. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, I forgot to check this thing. I'm equipping that. That sounds like something that would be good. Oh my god, the frames. I have Berserker Ring, Rook's Gambit cooldown, and the Wing attack strength. Are my 3 accessories.
Can you see him anywhere?
Another Dargan. That's epic. So glad we got more Dargans. Can't do a medieval story without Dargans. They're kind of saving them for like the most epic fights. Yeah, that was definitely one of those, like, I saw it and then got distracted by something else and then forgot to go check it. So, my bad. Glad I finally saw it, though. Because it's definitely my style. Something I would want to equip. Yo, Patches, it's been 36 months. Appreciate it, man. Definitely seems like it's going to be one of my favorites. Well, I haven't seen it in action yet. Whoa, okay. That's cool. I didn't expect that. Oh, that lasts a while. Oh, this is definitely going to be one of my favorites. It increases your damage when you get a precision dodge, and I think it said it can increase it more than once, too. Yeah, you get like a whole different animation on your attacks, too. That's sick. Oh, gotta hurry, gotta hurry, gotta hurry. I like the sound of that.
I think it has something in store for us.
Get ready to move.
Laser beams. What the? This is the most Kingdom Hearts looking move. Okay, my only issue with this accessory is like that big animation that plays every time you precision dodge. I feel like it's gonna get annoying after a while. Oh wait, you don't get your precision hit anymore. Oh, that's weird. You don't get a precision hit anymore. I liked precision hits. Oh. Yeah, it does give you a bit of a bullet time effect. Yeah, it might be better for those attacks I was talking about earlier, where like I dodge the first part and then get hit by the second part. He is wilding out right now. Can't even get close to him. Found him. He got close. I can't see anything. Oh no. Ah! I was hoping I could stagger him and cancel that attack, but I couldn't. So then I was stuck in it. Uh-oh. What this? Oh, this. Ow, 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 ow. This dude has some really cool dodge things. I don't know what to call it. Patterns. Dodge patterns you have to learn. What's he doing? That was cool. Ending with that attack. That dragon was rich. Well, I wouldn't say it's a GG item. Like, I didn't really see much damage increase, and plus it still took me 2 staggers and a bit to kill him, so I don't think it was like... But I like how it kind of changes the way the precision dodge works. It's not just... Now when you precision dodge, you get extra damage, but like it actually changes the function of it, so it's almost more of a stylistic choice to equip it or not. I like that a lot. I hope there's more. Yeah, I noticed, but like the actual damage increase wasn't that massive. And you're not always precision dodging either if you're using counters, so. But I like that it's more of a stylistic choice because you also give up the ability to do the counter hits, which are really nice because they're really nice gap closers. So, but I hope there's more accessories like that that kind of change mechanics. That's a way better way of doing the accessories than just, oh, these abilities do more damage now. Like, I want to see more accessories that actually change some mechanics around, change how certain things work, and then have them be more of a stylistic choice, because that's the way the abilities are. A lot of the abilities aren't necessarily better than other abilities. It's more of just how you want to play, your style, your, choice of how you want to play. I don't think there's necessarily a right and wrong answer to how the abilities work. Maybe in certain fights, but in general, it's more of feeding on your style. How do you want to play? And then your build goes around that. So it'd be cool if the accessories did the same. And I think this Berserker ring is a step in the right direction. I just hope there's more like that.
Over here, Clive! Are you alright?
Goods, there you are.
I didn't know there'd be a dragon.
All right, let's get out of here.
Oh!
What now?
Is that Mother Crystal's heart?
What the hell is it doing up there?
That's a good question.
Bahamut.
What better way to show your allegiance? Oh, Bahamut's so freaking cool. Okay, wait, they were supposed to be evacuated. I'm slightly confused. Evacuate faster.
Your Highness, don't do this.
Okay, oh wait. Joshua's confused also, that's good.
Now, Your Grace, I beg of you. This is not what he wanted. Something's happened. Forgive me, Yoda, but I must put a stop to this.
Your Grace!
Something has indeed happened. He's still attacking the heart. Uh-oh. Heart's fighting back. Double what? What in the world just happened? What in the world? First of all, Bahamut attacks the city people, but then he attacks the crystal, so he is on our side. But then the crystal disappears and reappears? What is going on?
So, what do we do now then?
We destroy the heart.
Well, he might come back!
As soon as the flames die down, the Imperials and the Dalmex will move in. This may be our only chance.
And Bahamut has gone for now. You should get as far away as you can, Goots.
Run, Goots, run!
What? And leave you lot in the lurch? I can't do that. If you're staying, then so am I. I packed everything up before I made a run for it, so if there's out you need, just ask. But I won't be giving it away for free.
Oh my god.
Nana'd never forgive us if I did.
We don't need an explanation. You're a shop, I get it. Moving on.
Do you need out? Let me show you me wares.
Diamond sword. Hey look, new stuff that's worse.
You've got everything you need then?
Question is, can I upgrade? Oh. So yeah, that weapon was just a waste.
You don't want me to make yours out else?
You be brave now, boy.
Pork. Yeah, if you didn't do, like I said before, if I hadn't made Excalibur, then this sword would be slightly better than what we have. The ancient sword would have been. Well, then again, though, I had to do a side quest to find this, didn't I? Not really a side quest, but it was like off the beaten path, so. Interestingly enough, I think if you weren't doing any side quests, you'd probably still be stuck with the Enhancer +2, which is an ungodly 18 damage less. Out of 360 attack, I'd have 18 less. Oh no.
Drake's tail is right there, Clive. It's time to free Storm from the Crystal's curse.
Are we not going to talk about the fact that crystals can move now?
It's past time. But remember, Bahamut is still out there.
And I dare say we'll be seeing him again before the night is done.
No, probably not. We only have 20 minutes. The thing is, I didn't know if it was like we walk in and wait, I can travel? Really? That seems a bit odd. Progress will be lost. Probably just the 2 steps I took. Like, I probably just start back up there if I travel. I wouldn't imagine that whole thing would reset. Maybe, though. Yeah, no, it's fine. We'll stop here because we have 17 minutes left. And I'm sure this is going to take longer than 17 minutes. So we'll stop here. One thing I do want to do is save. And then I'll travel. And I wanted to see if there was any information about that war, or that battle. The final sin battle at the shelves.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
The final showdown with Shin.
Now this, I believe you will find most interesting.
Gil. We're now just learning about Gil.
You wish to study the tomes?
Oh, not. An incident told of the myths and legends throughout Valisthea. If the tales are to be believed, mankind, drunk with avarice, thought to challenge the gods, and in return for his hubris, was met with divine retribution. The enormous crater in Dhalmekia, said to have been the site of the final battle of this great conflict, is surrounded by relics and ruins with which seem to suggest some truth behind the tales. So, definitely sounds like it is not the accepted fact. It's a legend that seems like it could potentially be true, maybe. That's really interesting.
You are always welcome, Clive.
That's interesting. Just kind of thinking about what that means. Well, anyways. Man, what a session this was. I really hate to bring this up because like I don't want to keep being mean to Final Fantasy 13. I honestly am enjoying Final Fantasy 13 a lot. But man, the difference between playing this game and playing Final Fantasy 13, we played both for 4 hours. The amount of things that happened in 4 hours in this game versus 4 hours in that game, it's like wild, you know? It makes me feel like I'm not just crazy because I played 13 and I'm like, man, nothing happened. And I feel like I'm being unfair, but then, you know, then I play a real game and I'm like, oh, this is what video games feel like. You know? Like, I keep calling the beginning of 13 slow, and then I think, like, maybe it's just me. Like, maybe I just don't get it. Maybe I'm just, you know, stupid and don't. But no, I really do think that it's fair to say 13's it, because, man, you play something like this, and they can cram so much into 4 hours. Things are happening constantly. Makes me appreciate, you know, games that have this hype. And we were able to do multiple side quests that were also like silly and not much happened, but then we saw so many different things happen in the story within 4 hours. It's not like we only did main quests. We only really did one main quest, but we got to see multiple things that have been building up come to fruition. We got to see a new boss. We got to see a new summon. Well, not really new because we saw Bahamut before, but you know what I mean. Like, so much happened. But yeah, more of the same. More amazing character development. I love what they're doing with Dion. I love what they're doing with Annabelle. It was... I'm still laughing about how he walked in and was like, so he has taken the throne, and he's just sitting there in the chair, like, he literally took the chair. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe the Emperor got up and Olivier just sat down and he was like, crap, you're the king now. Dang it. You still... He found a chair right there. Now he's the king. I gotta just deal with this now. Anyway, yeah. Can't wait to play more. We're really getting into the climax now. I am beyond interested as to why Dion attacked the people, but then also attacked the crystal. Like, what's going on? Even Joshua was like, what's going on? Now I gotta know. Like, I'm so interested to see. But we gotta wait all weekend before Monday. I'm gonna be thinking about this all weekend. But yeah, I can't wait to play more of this on Monday. I gotta know what happens. Thank you guys so much for watching Let's Play Final Fantasy XVI. I hope you're still enjoying it as much as I am. And we will see you in the next episodes. Love you guys. Thanks for the support. Thanks for all the love. There's been some new people on the Patreon that have joined. Thank you so much to anyone that's done that or even just checked it out. And thanks for any super thanks and stuff you guys have given as well. Really appreciate all that support. Means the world to me. I will see you in the next episodes. Peace.